Hello, Acadiana, and welcome to the Veterans Corner. Thank you for inviting us back to your home today. I'm Greg Gagne, a veteran representative, and I'm with the Louisiana Workforce Commission and Acadiana Works. And I'm one of 3 veteran representatives in this area, Mr. Tim Jack out of New Iberia, Mr. Mark Guillory here in Lafayette, and myself out of Opelousas. Now together, we work as a team, and we cover 8 parishes from St. Mary up to Evangeline. Now our mission is to bring the employees and veterans of Acadiana together, and we do this by assisting the employee with various resources such as many job fairs, seminars, workshops, on-the-job training programs, and things of that nature. And after doing all that, we hope that a veteran will be hired. So if you are a veteran, or you know of a veteran, and especially if you are a disabled veteran, give me a call at 948-1377, ask Greg, and we'll make that happen. And at the same time, spread the word around about the Veterans Corner. Now, if you're an employee who wishes to participate on the Veterans Corner, you can also contact me at 948-1377, ask Greg, and we too shall make that happen. Now, we have a special request that to the families of Acadiana, we would like for you to submit a photo of your veteran loved one, and we can do this by sending to ggagne@lwc.la.gov. And what we want to do, we want to honor and recognize them for their valiant service in defending America. So, okay, now on to our guest. For our guest today, we have Ms. Sharika Davis. She is the director of Infinity College here in Lafayette, and she's going to share with us today the various programs and services she offers the community. Ms. Sharika, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Well, give us a little bit of history behind Infinity College and what it does.
Okay, Infinity College is a post-secondary education institution. We're located in Upper Lafayette, and our physical address is 210 West Pine. We're right across from the Northgate Mall. We offer various programs in allied health fields, such as nursing assistant, physical therapy aide, medical assistant, billing and coding. We have a pharmacy technician program. We also have a medical office assistant and a physical therapy aide. And we do one of the most popular programs is phlebotomy technician.
Phlebotomy?
Phlebotomy, drawing of the blood.
Yes, the Draculas.
Yes.
That's what I call phlebotomists on a joking side.
Okay.
But anyway, what other services you provide?
Besides primarily our academic programs of study, we serve as an ACT testing center.
Okay.
And we offer a free service, GED skills prep, for people that have not acquired their GED or have difficulty in passing the GED test.
All
We
right.
help them to study
Okay.
in the areas that they're lacking so that they can be successful in passing their exam.
Okay. Now, that's something I did not know, so
Yes.
that's pretty good. How many students have taken advantage of this program with you?
Well, in the 3 years, we serviced over 400 students.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
You get the GED and
They would get their GED through the parish school board in their domicile, but we help them to study in that area,
yeah.
yes.
Right. Okay, you hear that, Acadiana. Okay, when it comes to, I know you have various job openings every now and then. Do you have any at this time or possible in the future?
In the future, yes, and now we're currently accepting applications right now for qualified instructors in all of our areas of discipline. We like to keep a pool of applicants available. And to qualify as an instructor at Infinity College, you would need to have at least 4 years experience in the area that you may be interested in. And you would need to at least submit a resume to us so that we can review it, and then we'll schedule an interview with the person thereafter. Just depending on the program that they may be interested in applying for, there's oftentimes other things that they may need to qualify for in order to be fully eligible to teach.
Okay. Would they have to have a teaching certificate from Louisiana?
Not for post-secondary education necessarily a teaching certificate.
Okay.
The 4 years of a documented experience in the particular field, and oftentimes at least a certification in the area that they're interested in teaching.
Okay. I'm sure that this college as well also offered, but more or less open to veterans as well, right?
We're open to everyone.
Everyone. Okay.
Everyone. We don't discriminate.
Okay. Of course, I'm a veteran, so more I got to push veterans
Definitely.
as much as possible. But this also belongs to the community as well. When it comes to the veterans, is there an opportunity to use their GI Bill? How do you?
There would definitely
with
be,
them.
yes, there would be definitely an opportunity for them to use their GI Bill, as well as any other organizations that may want to offer assistance. We pretty much try to work with anyone that wants to offer assistance with the, to the student, as well as is willing to work with us.
Okay. Some of these courses, I know, as far as expense-wise, what kind of price range are you looking at for some of these courses?
Well, we aim to keep our tuition prices as low as possible.
Okay.
The range can be anywhere from $700 to $6,500.
Okay.
And we offer in-house payment plans with a small down payment and no interest. So when the student finishes class, it's not like the typical traditional education where you go out and you get a student loan and then you owe the student loan once you would complete your program of study. You don't owe anything. Once you complete the program, your tuition is paid. There's no interest applied to that account.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Definitely.
Well, I'll tell you what, I do know when it comes to jobs, do you assist your students in trying to, for placements at various places?
Yes,
hospitals and so forth?
Definitely, yes we do. We have job placement assistance. We help the student from point A to Z. We help them with resumes, with cover letters. We give them job leads as to the employment opportunities that's available in the area. We oftentimes contact employers to inquire about opportunities that they have, so that when we work with the students, we try to give them the leads that best fits their educational experience and also work experience.
Okay, so really you deal with the major hospitals around here locally?
Yes.
As well as nursing homes as
Yes.
well, right?
Yes.
Okay. When it comes to the various classes you offer, what's the largest class that you have? How many students can you enroll in per one class?
We try to keep our classes small, but the maximum we'll do in one particular class is 20.
20, okay,
Yes.
okay. So on the average, the 20, how many think you can, that have found a job, I guess you can say?
Out of 20, and again, that would depend on
Yeah.
the discipline. I would say our overall, and actually we just reviewed these numbers, our overall placement rate
Mhm.
as to some of the students that we've serviced, it's about 93%.
93%. You may, if you come to Infinity College, more likely you will find a job afterward.
Yes.
It's just that simple.
Definitely.
I do know that even though I haven't heard of Infinity College, of course, because of lack of information. Of course, I'm not in the Lafayette area that much, but I did learn about you in the job fair, and from what I know, this college really offers something to the community that's above and beyond what other colleges do. It's small, but yet at the same time it's personal,
Yes.
and you can really work with the individual, and you'll feel like part of the family rather than just as a student.
Definitely.
I'm assuming, right?
Definitely. Yes, we do. We take a more of a family approach, a proactive approach, and we try to work with the student on an individual basis as much as we possibly can.
Mhm.
So that we take an educational approach, but we also take a holistic approach. So we work with the student as a whole, so that when they leave, you know, many times they go to school, they get a certificate, and then they don't do anything with it. When they leave, we want them to be career ready. We want them to be ready to go before an employer and know how to answer the questions appropriately when they're interviewing. So we try to work with the whole man. If you're willing to work with us, we're willing to go above and beyond and work with you.
Okay, that's good. Well, I'll tell you what, this is going to end this segment here, and for information, you will see it at the bottom of the screen, and also at the end of this interview. And I really would like to thank Ms. Davis for providing the academic excellence that she does in this area. Ms. Sharika, nice to have you on board. I'm sure we're going to have you back in the future.
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay, well, let's end this session, and see you later. Bye-bye. Our guest today is Mr. Stephen Schroeder. He is the Veteran Assistant Counselor, and he is with the Louisiana Department of Veteran Affairs, and he's here today to share with us the various services that he provides to Acadiana and to the veterans. Stephen, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Greg.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, my friend, I know you have a lot of programs out there, so share with us some of the services you provide to the Acadiana region.
Sure. Again, as Greg said, I am with the Louisiana Department of Veterans Affairs, and I am the Veterans Assistant Counselor for Lafayette Parish. Greg, some of the things that what we actually do in our department is we help veterans and their dependents basically sign up for benefits that they are entitled through the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs.
Yeah.
Mainly it can be something as simple as signing up to be seen in a VA medical center or clinic, as the one in Lafayette.
Yeah.
We also help them in terms of those veterans who have incurred injuries while on active duty, sign up for what we call service-connected disability.
Okay.
Another is we assist with pension claims as well.
Okay. I know my father was assisted with a prior consul such as yourself, so I know what that means. So what else?
Well, a lot of things. Well, first thing I want to let everyone know is that every parish has one of these offices there. And if you're not sure where it is, please contact your local government, office,
yes.
and ask them where the Veterans Assistant Counselor office is in your parish.
Right.
Okay.
So for 64 parishes, we do have places where we can get in touch with a Veteran Affairs officer, and they are there to help us and assist us in any way that we can to help you fill your needs. So one of the major services that you really provide that you can share with me?
Okay, sure. The biggest service we provide is actually, as we said, helping those veterans, either returning from Afghanistan at this time, or even those back as far as Vietnam and World War II. We help them file what we call a service-connected claim for injuries or disabilities that were incurred while they were on active duty.
Okay. Because I know a lot of guys come to my office, and sometimes they're service-connected, and I usually sit down with them and try to help them with the services that I provide, and that is basically trying to find a job for them if you can. But at the same time, if they are disabled, we work with them and we pass information on, and we refer them to an individual such as Stephen here, and they will take the next step in helping them provide services to them. For myself, I help the veteran on an individual basis, trying to make them job ready for employment, of course, and that way we more or less kind of bouncing off each other.
Absolutely.
We cover all the bases if we can,
Absolutely.
But I know you guys, I know another vet rep in this area, counselor. I don't want to mention her name, she doesn't like that. But anyway, but when it comes to say, like even for death certificates, or what type of information can you provide when you're looking for, say, a veteran that's coming in, or a spouse or whatever, requiring information about assistance with death benefits?
Okay, good question. We're talking death benefits. A lot of times that's referring to the fact that the veteran has passed away.
Okay.
There are several things that can go into that. One, if the veteran was receiving compensation or pension from the VA,
Okay.
there's a good chance that a portion of the funeral could be paid for. What they will need to bring with them when they see me is basically one, a copy of the death certificate,
Okay.
a copy of the DD-214 or discharge paperwork from the
Okay.
veteran's military service.
Okay.
Also a copy of the marriage license,
All right.
okay, and the funeral receipt showing paid in full.
Okay.
If they can bring those things into me, we probably can assist them in terms of whether the widow is entitled to any benefits.
Okay.
As I said earlier, a portion of the funeral being paid for.
About what kind of portion are you talking about?
It varies. It can vary depending on whether the member died of what they were service connected for.
Okay.
Or if they were receiving pension, smaller portion, but some of it can also be paid back.
Okay.
Also keep in mind, When, as we said, there are various programs
Yes.
through the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs that a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know, and we can be talking for hours.
That's right,
But
that's
to kind
right.
of narrow that down, say a person who's receiving service-connected compensation from the VA
Mhm.
dies of what they were service-connected for and
Okay,
has a surviving spouse. That spouse may be entitled to what we call DIC, Death and Indemnity Compensation.
all right.
What that will do is pay her an amount for the rest of her life.
Rest of her life.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And keep in mind, there are various things that qualifies for that.
Okay, now just bring up a scenario.
Mhm.
The veteran dies and he has remarried the second wife. Does the first wife get any benefits if he has been remarried?
Okay.
That's,
Good
sometimes
question.
that come up.
Good question. It does come up.
Yeah,
With the VA, understand, divorce severs all ties. The majority of the
Severs all ties,
cases.
okay.
So if that veteran has divorced from one and married again,
mhm,
those VA benefits that may
Was in
be
place.
yeah, in place or a spouse may be entitled to
Mhm.
goes to the one he's married to now.
okay. And what about his previous children, say? Do they get anything involved in that? Do they get any?
Previous children?
Yes.
Now,
I'm just getting.
Yeah, we're getting a little deep on some
Putting you
things.
on the spot there. I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
no, that's okay. But if you're talking about a case where the dependents are under the age of 18,
Mhm.
or perhaps from 18 to 25 or 26 and in college,
Okay.
there could be some benefits that they are entitled to.
Okay.
But always remember, it depends on the veteran's status and what he was receiving from the VA.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Also, when it gets involved with the VA, I know for myself, I'm dealing with various programs, and one of the various programs that I'm involved with is the VRAP program. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now, do veterans come to you sometimes?
They do, but how it is now with the Department of Veterans Affairs, to apply for the VRAP program,
Mhm.
actually, they want them to do that online through e-benefits now.
Okay,
So at this time in our office, unless it's extremely slow, and we're
Mhm.
gonna create an account, or they
Right,
already have an account
right,
set up,
right.
they have to do that at home or on a computer that has internet access.
okay, okay. Now, something else I've just learned too, not just learned, but made me aware of, is the fact that if for some reason, if I was to assist a veteran in getting hired, like on an assistant training program, that they can also use their GI Bill as an additional benefit, an additional stipend, I guess you can say.
Yes, absolutely.
That will help them during that transition of the phase of
Mhm.
apprenticeship program. Of course, that's working with the employer. And in this situation, it's a win-win situation for everybody,
Absolutely.
you know. So is there any other little particular program that you might want to bring to the
Sure.
table?
You touched on education, so
Yes.
let me touch on that a little bit.
All
And
right.
that gets broad also.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are familiar with the GI Bill.
Yes, of course.
Basically, in terms also with post 9/11 benefits.
Okay.
And that is a program that is basically designed for veterans.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, okay.
Along with that, there are other programs as well. One is what we call Chapter 35 benefits.
Okay,
Those are for the dependents of a veteran who either died while on active duty, okay,
mm-hmm,
died of what he was service connected for,
okay,
okay, or is at this time 100% disabled through
Mhm.
the VA.
mm-hmm,
He and the veteran's children and spouse may be entitled to what we call Chapter 35. Okay. Chapter 35 will pay a monthly stipend for his dependents to go to school.
a monthly stipend, how much would that be about?
It can vary a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully in a full-time, it can be anywhere, and I'll just give you a little range, anywhere from $900 to $1,000 a
Oh,
month.
that's not bad. Well, I tell you what, I hate to kind of end this kind of short, but this segment is kind of coming to an end right quick.
Sure.
But I really want to thank Stephen for coming in and sharing some information with us. And I'm sure we got to come back and meet together again in the future, you know. So this ends this segment rather, and thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back. Thank you. I would like to take this time to thank the Louisiana Workforce Commission, Acadiana Works, and the AOC staff for giving us the opportunity to present this program to the Acadiana region. Thank you.